everyone, I'm Jason with MMOHuts.com, and today we're going to talk for just a couple of minutes about Dreadnought. When I was at PAX South, all of our footage was destroyed. All of it was terrible, all of it was lost, so we are very slowly trying to get back up to people that we visited, we talked to, that were definitely worth speaking to, and at the top of my list was Dreadnought. And we are joined today by...
Mike Donatelli. I'm the creative director at 6 Foot. We are publishing the game Dreadnought and working with the team Jaeger in Germany.
Jaeger, they're such cool people. I met them, it was a year or two ago at PAX West. I've been following Dreadnought for a really long time. And I was really glad to get my hands on the PS4 version at South. We won both games. We're the best, I'm just saying. One of my favorite things was the touchpad, because I don't really like the computer controls so much. They're a little awkward, they're a little sort of hard to get used to. The controller's perfect. I love it. If you guys do any form of crossplay, though, one of the big concerns in the office today was, will people complain that the PS4 has a huge advantage because they could just use the touchpad to adjust things? So that was one of my big questions, was crossplay. Have you talked about it? Is it going to happen?
There is a lot of... it's funny that you say that, because there's a lot of people talking right now about games. Oh, it's the mouse and the keyboard. They have the advantage. But it's an interesting viewpoint about... Because I agree. I think that the controller... I always tend to do better when I play games on the controller than I do... this game, particularly on the controller.
Oh, I do too.
So I can say this for sure, we will not be doing crossplay.
Gotcha. That's unfortunate, but that just means I can dominate all the people on PSN, so I'll still have an arena to stomp on people. Did you guys have to do any major game or UI overhauls that you're aware of to make it work on PS4?
Well, we have working with another company called Iron Galaxy, and they are helping us. So we have the Jaeger team that's concentrated primarily on the PC, and then we have the other group working on the console version of it. And it's definitely not. Again, it was very simple. It could have very easily been a port, but that's not what we were trying to do. We have two teams working simultaneously on two. I want to say versions of the game, but it's two versions of the game. We've done some UI upgrades for the console. But that's the beautiful part about Jaeger. Jaeger was a console developer. They worked on, again, if you are an old gamer like me, they had a game. I think we may have talked about this. It's all deja vu now. They had a game on the original Xbox called Jaeger.
Yes,
of all things.
Yes, I do remember.
And it was a kind of fighter style combat flight simulator game, sci-fi. And in the end of the game, you fought and killed a Dreadnought. So these guys have always kind of had it in their DNA. Hey, we want to make the game, this Dreadnought game, where Dreadnoughts fight against each other. So, but because they worked on consoles and they were Spec Ops and they did all these games on console, in the natural design of the game for PC, it just really, really fits very well with the console. How many abilities you have, how many, again, like you said, the energy wheel, it has 3 different options. You could use different things, but it uses the touchpad very well. So I don't know, it was a natural fit for the PlayStation. But yes, we did have to do some work in the UI space, but it's not wildly different.
Because I really do. I think it does play better on PS4. Is it going to be on the Xbox One also, or is it a PS4 exclusive?
This is a PS4 exclusive. This is an exclusive, a PS4 exclusive. We have exclusive content that I can't really go into the nuts and bolts about, but we have exclusive content. Oh, there you go. Yes, there will be exclusive content for the PS4, and it's a pretty meaty thing too. So you'll see.
It won't be game breaking, but it'll definitely make people want to play on the PS4.
Absolutely.
And I heard in the springtime there's going to be a beta on PS4. Where can people sign up for that?
Right off the top of my head, I'm going to say dreadnought.com/PS4. I believe that will take you directly to the page where you can sign up now for the beta. I mean, that's what we were doing at South. We were there showing the game off, having people play, like you said, having people like yourself win, and then we were signing people up. We had we were pretty surprised. Like I said, I got to look at a lot of the metrics today about how PAX did, and we were all pretty shocked. There was just a lot of people. I mean, at some point we had like hours plus waits. We had to have somebody stand there and kind of say. So yeah, we had a lot of people. Yeah, well, of course not you folks. You guys were the only way I could play the game. The only way I could actually sit down and play the game was when I'm like, hey, is any press coming? Because I can sit down and play the game if we can do that.
I was just glad to see the Thanatos on it, because that's the ship I use on PC, which has a lot to do with why I went like 7-1 or 7-2. Because the Dreadnought style ship is my personal favorite ship. A little off topic of the meat potatoes of the game. Do you have a favorite ship style?
Man, see, it's interesting that you say that, because when I got into the game, I'm a big fan of World of Tanks. I like a lot of vehicle games, so this was this is the spaceship, the captain fantasy that really kind of scratches an itch for me. So when I got in there, right off the bat, I'm like, oh, of course I'm going to be in this giant dreadnought, and then I played it, and then somebody came in, somebody in a Corvette that was really good, and he ate my lunch, and I'm like, okay, this sucks. So I'm like, I got it. I'm like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll take the destroyer, and then I went destroyer, then I chased after. So, my favorite part of the game is the fact that I can take a fleet of ships into the match, and then I can kind of pick and choose. Like it's like, hey, they have a tactic, I can counter. So it's not like I built my character a certain way, and I got to slog through this for 25 minutes getting beat. Like, I can switch around. But if you held my feet to the fire, I'd say light sniper, but only because, well, it's weird though, I don't snipe with it. I do not snipe with the light sniper. I upgrade stealth, and I keep doing it in every sniper. I upgrade stealth, I get the bomb catapult, and it's a dicey deal, but I'll try to get across the map while I can still stealth, and then like hit the guy on the underside where he's not expecting, because it's three-dimensional space. Hit him with the bomb catapult, my missile, and then the heavy auto guns, and that should, if he doesn't throw his shields up in time, I should be able to get a kill. Now, half the time I die, but so I play it more like a stealther, kind of in like in an MMO.
I personally, I'd rather play the Dreadnought and warp in, obliterate someone, and warp back out.
See, that's a good one too, though. That's a good one too. I like the breaking that up, right? They're turtle on the other side. You jump in. It sucks because you armor amplifier versus but I usually go with the teleport and then just go straight through a wall, hit them on the other side, and broadside to everybody, and yeah, just break it all up.
That brings me to the hardest question to ask, because there are some other really big spaceship shooters out right now. Is there a release date yet?
Well, we're definitely going into as you mentioned, the PC version. We've been in the PC version has been in closed beta for quite a while. We're getting ready to wrap that up, and then we're starting the beta for PlayStation, like you said, very early this year. So I think we're really close. Like, I don't see the core gameplay is super solid. Really, right now, it's just tweaking bits of progression here and there, polishing up the tutorial, doing the things you do, clean up before you get the game out there. I doubt that the game is going to be wildly different gameplay-wise on the PlayStation. So I would say you got a pretty good chance of seeing it. How about this? My hope is you're going to see it this year.
That's what I'm hoping too. Alright guys, I'm Jason once again with MMOHuts.com. Make sure to stay tuned right here for all the latest news and reviews. Thank you so much again for talking with me today.
That was my pleasure.